Title: My wife's birthday cake showed up. But so did her ex's girlfriend, ready to expose their secret friendship. I always believed birthdays were sacred, small, meaningful celebrations of love. So when Emily's birthday came around, I wanted to make it special. After all, we'd had a rough few months. She'd been distant, cold even, and I thought maybe this would help us reconnect. I ordered her favorite red velvet cake from the same bakery we used when we first moved in together. It had our initials written in white frosting, E&M forever. The house smelled of lilies, her favorite flowers. Soft jazz played from the living room speakers. Everything felt calm. Too calm. Emily was still at work, or so she said. I'd asked her if she wanted me to pick her up, but she laughed it off. Don't worry, babe. I'll come home straight after work. Just don't make a big deal out of it, okay? That was strange. Emily loved attention on her birthday. She'd usually drop hints about what kind of gifts she wanted, or which restaurant she'd prefer. But this time, she didn't even want to invite anyone over. I brushed it off, thinking maybe she just needed something quiet. At around 6:30, the doorbell rang. I smiled, thinking it must be the delivery guy with the cake. But when I opened the door, there was someone else standing behind him, a woman I didn't recognize. She was tall, elegant, with piercing eyes that seemed to hold back a storm. The delivery man left the box and walked away, but the woman didn't move. Are you Mark? She asked, her voice calm but tense. Yes, can I help you? I said, confused. She looked past me into the house, her gaze landing on the Happy Birthday Emily banner I'd hung near the window. Then she smirked bitterly. Oh, so it's her birthday today. Perfect timing. My confusion deepened. I'm sorry, do you know Emily? She let out a short, humorless laugh. You could say that. My name's Claire. She paused, looking me dead in the eyes. Your wife's ex-boyfriend's girlfriend. For a moment, I thought I'd misheard her. My heart skipped. I'm sorry, what? She crossed her arms. I think you and I need to talk. About your wife. And about the secret friendship she's been keeping with my boyfriend. The air in my lungs turned to stone. I stepped aside, unsure if I should even let her in. But curiosity, or maybe dread, got the better of me. I moved out of the way. Come in, I said quietly. Let's talk. Claire stepped inside, her heels clicking against the hardwood floor. She looked around slowly, taking in the decorations, the candles, the cake box, the neat table set for two. There was a strange sadness in her expression, like she wasn't here to cause chaos, but to confirm something painful she already knew. I didn't want to come here like this, she began, her voice steady. But I found messages. Dozens of them. Between Emily and my boyfriend, Jason. The name hit me like a hammer. Jason. I'd heard that name before. Emily had mentioned him months ago. Oh, Jason's just an old friend from college, she'd said with a casual smile. He's dating someone now. Don't worry. Claire opened her phone and scrolled for a moment before handing it to me. I thought they were harmless too. Until I read these. The first message was simple enough. Miss UM. The next one made my stomach twist. Can't believe we never got closure that night. Then. I still think about you more than I should. My throat went dry. My pulse thudded in my ears. Emily's replies were equally damning, soft, teasing, intimate. Nothing outright physical, but enough to know this wasn't a friendship. It was nostalgia flirting with temptation. When did you find these? I asked quietly. Last week, Claire said. I confronted Jason. He swore it was nothing, that it was just words. But then I saw the delivery confirmation for this cake. The same bakery where he ordered cupcakes for her last year. I realized he wasn't just reminiscing. He was planning something. I set the phone down, anger rising like wildfire. She told me she didn't even like red velvet anymore, I said bitterly. Said it was too sweet. Claire gave a grim smile. Funny. It's Jason's favorite. I stared at the cake box on the table. E&M forever. My heart sank as the initials took on a different meaning. Not Emily and Mark, but Emily and Michael. Emily and Matthew, or whoever it might have been before me. But now I couldn't unsee it. E&M could just as easily stand for Emily and Jason M. A sudden vibration snapped me out of my thoughts. My phone lit up. Emily. Hey, I'm almost home. Don't start without me, red heart. Claire's expression hardened. Good, she said. Then let's see how honest she can be when she walks through that door. My stomach twisted. Part of me wanted to confront her immediately, to demand the truth. Another part wanted to stay quiet, watch how she'd act first, see if the guilt would show on her face. I took a deep breath and looked at Claire. You sure you want to be here when she arrives? She nodded without hesitation. If she can lie to both of us, she can face both of us too. Outside, headlights swept across the curtains. Emily was home. The front door opened with a cheerful jingle of keys. Honey, I'm home, Emily called out, her voice light, unaware of the storm waiting inside. I stood still, my hands clenched behind my back, while Claire sat on the edge of the couch, arms folded. When Emily stepped into the living room and saw her, she froze. Her smile vanished instantly, replaced by a flicker of alarm. Claire, she said, her voice trembling. What are you doing here? I didn't say a word. I wanted to hear her version first. Claire rose slowly, her expression unreadable. You tell him, Emily. Tell Mark why I'm here. Tell him how long you've been talking to Jason behind our backs. Emily's eyes darted to me. Mark, please let me explain. Explain what? I interrupted sharply. How your friendship turned into late-night messages about missing each other. Or how the cake you claimed you didn't want anymore just happens to be his favorite flavor. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. Her eyes filled with tears. It wasn't like that, she whispered. We just reconnected. It was innocent at first. Claire let out a bitter laugh. Innocent? You wrote, sometimes I wonder how life would have been if we'd stayed together. That's not innocent, Emily. Emily's shoulders slumped. He reached out when I was lonely, she said softly. You were distant, Mark. Always tired, always busy. I just wanted someone to talk to. Her words stung, not because they were lies but because there was some truth mixed in. Still, I couldn't look past the betrayal. So you decided to find comfort with your ex? Behind my back. She wiped her tears and looked at me, her voice breaking. I swear it never got physical. It was just messages. I stopped it weeks ago. I realized how wrong it was. Claire's jaw tightened. He didn't stop. He kept texting you. Last night, he even told me he missed you while lying next to me. The silence that followed was suffocating. Emily covered her face, sobbing quietly. I stood there, staring at the woman I thought I knew. The trust, the laughter, the love. All of it now felt like a fragile illusion. After a long pause, I finally spoke. You said you wanted a quiet birthday, Emily. Well, here it is. Quiet enough to hear everything falling apart. Her sobs deepened. Claire turned to leave, but paused at the door. You deserve better, Mark. Don't let her twist this into your fault. When she was gone, I blew out the candles one by one. The room filled with smoke and silence. Emily reached out, but I stepped back. Mark, please, she whispered. Don't end this over messages. I looked at her for a long moment, then at the cake, E&M forever. I picked up the knife, sliced the cake cleanly down the middle, and said, looks like forever just expired. Then I walked away, leaving her standing there, crying beside the cake that told the truth better than she ever could.